What's going on, y'all? So we are back. I'm sorry about this glare. I don't know. It's coming from my light, bitch. Fuck you. You can see me. Um, the Bell Collectors, okay, girl. Listen, I was sitting here. This is reunion part 2 of season 1. Let me just tell you something. Y'all was running up them comments last week, okay? But listen, here's my thing. I said a few minutes before this show, please don't come back on here talk about no goddamn hair. I had forgot where they left off at when Kayline came up on there and Letitia was like, bitch, who sent for you? She said, bitch, I sent for myself. I said, damn, Kayline, I forgot to mention that last week. That was a little cute little line, okay? You did that on that part, and that's all I give her credit for. Because Kayline, you dead ass wrong, but it's understandable, but bitch, you dead ass wrong. Let me tell you something. And I'm gonna tell you what I really got pissed off with Kayline at. Kayline, you know, we sat there throughout that whole first part, and y'all waited to bring Kayline on at the very end, and we up here doubting and thinking, well, at least I was. I'm sitting here like, Latrice, bitch, it ain't looking good for you, girl. You going to blogs and stuff like that? Girl, Kayline said, no, it wasn't them. Okay, it was me. I went to this particular blogger, you know, not to give information, but to take information just in case, you know, Marie want to come at me or whatever. So I got some ammunition against that bitch. That's basically what it was. Okay, and you know, all what it boils down to is like, you know, she was on the defense while Marie was playing offense or whatever the fuck she said. Okay, they tried to make it seem like Antoinette and Latrice was involved, and you know, truth be told, sometimes you can't trust white people, so that sounds so wrong and so no, I'm just saying, like, I thought she was gonna throw them under the bus and be like, bitch, these hoes had something to do to it too. They was on the phone with me or whatever, you know, and she was like, I got the information from old boy because some of the stuff that he was saying or whatever I heard, I already heard before. So basically they was comparing notes and getting new info. That's basically what she was doing with the blogger, you know what I'm saying? And what made me so pissed off about Kayline is because, bitch, I ate some Doritos and it tore up the roof of my mouth. God damn. Anyway, so goes to show I wasn't supposed to have it. The thing that it made me mad was you said that you found some information, right, that you can't put out there. She said, Egypt was like, first of all, Egypt, get it together. She was like, girl, what is the information that you found? What is the receipts that you found? Girl, I'm not gonna say because she gonna beat my ass. I said, bitch, you need your ass beat for bringing it up. I can't stand when y'all do that on reunion shows or these TV shows or whatever. Don't say, oh, girl, I got some stuff, but I can't tell you yet. Or I just can't tell you so-and-so just... No, bitch, because now my interest is piqued, okay? I want to know what happened. What is the tea that you brought, okay? Girl, at one point... You know, Kaylin spit out there talking about something that Marie was out here stealing federal money or whatever. And I said, God damn, you stealing from the feds, bitch, okay? Let me tell you something, we don't play with the feds around here, you know what I'm saying? Don't do that, all right? She was like, bitch, I run a mental health state facility or whatever. You know, they audit my stuff. Don't you think they would have found out if I was stealing some stuff? Because, you know, they put out there that I was stealing from the feds, that I was stealing PPE money, and I was stealing this, that I was committing fraud. Don't you think I would have they would have found some stuff on me and then to bring it on TV? Don't you think they would have found some stuff? I said Marie makes a point. But my whole thing is this. You know, Tambra, she was sitting there quiet this whole damn time. I forgot she was even there until she spoke up and was like, basically what Kayline did was wrong. Okay. You know, Marie had asked, Antoinette had asked Marie, girl, at the end of the day, do you feel like I had anything to do with this, that I really was trying to set you up? She was like, I can only go by the receipts that I have. She was like, your receipts? Okay, well, is my name on any of those receipts? She was like, I can only go by the receipts that I have. Bitch, Egypt shut that shit down and said, we already confirmed it. Ain't no receipts, bitch. I said, because... Listen, if you got it, that's a yes or no question, okay? And when you got to go around the corner to say some shit that's not yes or no, you lying, okay? What fucking receipts, bitch? You trying to save face, all right? That's what it feel like. But when Letitia, you know, was talking about Kayline and some information that a blogger supposedly got about, you know, Glenn, is her baby daddy named Glenn? Scotty called him Boosie. What he supposedly, the lady, one of the women that he cheated on her with, you know, allegedly pregnant, there was a baby or whatever, and then Egypt was like, wait a minute, so it was a baby? She was like, yes, it is. Here go Marie. I think Marie reaction was all of our reaction when we first heard this on the preview or whatever, like, bitch, what? A baby? God, Letitia, you ain't put that shit out there on TV. Bitch, why you ain't put that up in the season? Girl, I would have loved to see that shit and see how that played out. Now, that's some real issues for your ass, okay? But then, you know, my whole thing is with this situation and these allegations against Marie. Marie, you gotta be a very fucked up person for somebody. If you, like you said, and I know it's ways that people can go around the system and not get caught with this stuff. And you said you've been in the business for 20 years doing this, and of course, if you was doing some fraudulent shit, they would have caught you by now. That's not necessarily the case. There's some people that have been doing shit for decades and they still haven't gotten caught. But at the same time, if you say you're on the up and up, you know, and why get on TV because you can't get exposed like that, I get that, and that does make sense. But my whole thing is, why would they choose you of all people to want to make these allegations up? Like, where are these allegations of fraud and, you know, stealing and stuff like that coming from? Why are they doing that to you? That makes you think, and that makes you wonder, like, you got to be a really fucked up person for people to do and go out their way to do some shit like this, okay? Who did you wrong in your past? That's what I want to know. Get that to your Marie. They brought the husbands out, okay? In this section, this particular part of the thing was a key to me because Cedric, okay, Cedric. Now I'm sitting here looking at the whole situation, and I was like, they look close. I thought they broke up. Listen, I don't know what's going on with my head. It's kind of cold up in here. But no, girl, I'm shivering. But no, so I don't know what's going on. I was sitting here like, what is happening between them two? Okay, I really did want to know what was the issue between them two, okay? Because you know what I said in my other review? I said, bitch, if you come back to this goddamn reunion and you are still with Cedric, I'm going to go off on your ass, okay? So, you know, she let us know this is where shit started getting funny to me, okay? Cedric, I didn't know he was as much as a key as he is. And I'm sitting here looking at him, and I never really saw, because I be looking at Mr. Still Standing, a.k.a. Scotty by Nature TV. I still call him Mr. Still Standing. Scotty Reviews, right? And he be talking about how, you know, Cedric is a little, hey girl, you know what I'm saying? Like he Rainbow Family, okay? And I'm sitting here like, I never saw it until tonight. I never saw it or paid attention to it until tonight. And I'm sitting here looking at Marie and Cedric like, are y'all playing beards to each other? Like you her beard and she your beard? You know, that happens, okay? That happens. And people be in relationships, you know, gay men with lesbian women that be trying to hide and all that stuff. They get into relationships and then they have kids and all that stuff to make it look like it's a real relationship and all that stuff. But that's what it looked like was going on. Now, I don't want to put that out there, but I'm just saying that's what it looked like, okay? It may not be happening, but that's what it looked like, okay? We found out that the relationship between Jerez and Marie is good. She said that was the first time, that little argument that they had, that was the first time that she has went that long without speaking to her son for like a month or so. All right. And I know that probably put, you know, that probably really hurt her. That would have hurt anybody that, especially, you know, he probably a mama's boy anyway. That's why she let him get away with stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And that's why she do all the stuff that she does for him, because he's a mama's boy. And of course, having your boy not talking to you or whatever, that'll hurt you. And I'm pretty sure she was hurt. We found out, of course, that Cedric is not his father. Egypt was like, do you look at yourself as a father figure to him? I don't look at myself as a father figure to him because he has his own father. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, in our relationship, we got a non-traditional wedding, marriage, you know, or I should say relationship. And bitch, I looked up, I said non-traditional. Now, see, my spidey senses is tingling right about now. I said, are y'all playing bears with each other? I don't know why my mind went there, but it went there, okay? And then, you know, trying to see if they're married, because on the show, Marie literally said, we were married, we got divorced, and we got married again. Come to find out, they were married, they divorced, and they did not get married again yet, okay? So, I'm sitting here like, well, why y'all say it on the show that you was married or whatever? See, Marie, shit don't be adding up, okay? You know, they be finding all your tea, so now you got to admit your tea or whatever. And so I'm like, all right, cool. So you know, he talking about that. She talking about, you know, getting sick and, you know, the infidelities or whatever, going to Aruba, you know, and, you know, she was like, he said, well, I told her about this trip in advance, and she turned me down and said that she wasn't gonna go. And so therefore I took Dr. Chris. And we was like, who is Dr. Chris? Dr. Chris is a man, one of my really good friends. Okay, so that's your friend. So it's a man. You didn't take a woman because that's what we was thinking, that you was out here fucking around. But then again, you could have been with Dr. Chris. I'm just saying, you know, it could have, okay? It ain't nothing wrong with that. That's the thing. Allen love is Allen love, you know? But at this point, you know, they get into how they are in a relationship, and you know, when Marie found out that she was sick and she thought that Cedric would be there for her, and they was like, what was you at, Cedric? You know, Marie was like, Cedric, where was you at? Okay, wait a minute, Marie, you the headliner. You the headliner. Egypt talking to me. I'm gonna let you go ahead and say what you gotta say. No, they talking to you. Okay, but let me just tell you this. I want to thank God for having me here and having you here. No, for real, I'm about to say what it is. Bitch, he did a whole prayer-like situation, giving her applause and giving her flowers and all this stuff, and basically saying that, you know, he was there with her when she found out that she had lupus. I was like, wait a minute, so she's saying one thing, you saying another thing. Shit is just not adding up. And then basically when it comes down to it, he was like, at the end of the day, me and you, we was good together. I still got love for you, and you will forever be in my heart. But I know that you moved on. Okay, you know, Marie said she dating somebody, but she just don't know. I said, bitch, what you don't know? You should be tired of playing beard to this man. Okay, go ahead and get your Essie. And as soon as I thought that, it was like, there go Essie. You know, Essie and Essie and Marie already had a partnership. You know what I'm saying? They had a partnership or something going on or whatever before I came into the picture. Why am I talking like that, bitch? That's my country accent, because their accent is thick and strong as hell. Each and every one of them, you know? I was like, girl, what is happening? And he was like, here go Egypt. Well, Essie is about to come out here. Here go Cedric. He knew his place, bitch. You want me to go sit over there on this side of the couch so Essie can come sit down right here? Girl, yes, okay? Essie came out there in her red jumpsuit, bitch. I said, oh, Marie picked that out for you, girlfriend. You know, and Egypt had to bring up, you know, Essie did say that, you know, Marie was her soulmate. And truth be told, we do know that there are different types of soulmate. It's not just on a sexual level. You can have a friend soulmate as well. So, hey, I'm just saying, stuff look a little LGBT fish, okay? Fishy, I should say. So Essie comes out, you know, they was like, damn, Cedric, you already knew the move. He was like, yeah, I mean, they got their relationship. It is what it is. So they do what they do. Essie basically said they was in a good relationship, whatever, you know, and then Cedric did call her soulmate. So basically at this point, Essie was like, yeah, you know, I love her, you know, no deeper feelings to that. She got a husband or whatever. And I said, Cedric said he loved women. Bitch, I don't know who y'all fooling. I'm sorry. Let me stop. If them people say that they don't like it, they don't like it, okay? I don't have to believe it, or I don't have to believe them. But if that's what they say, that's what they say. Anyway, so they talking all that stuff, and you know, Essie said basically, you know, Cedric wasn't being the man that he was supposed to be, so you know he wasn't being there for her, so therefore she had to step in and be there for Marie herself, okay? And hey, it is what it is. You know, he was the one that made room for her to come in and take over. I said, oh, that is so weird. Even Glenn was like, you know, I don't have a problem with people being friends or whatever, but with my wife, but, you know, I'm not going to ever make it to a point where, you know, she got to depend on somebody else. Like, that's not a marriage right there. And I was like, yeah, that's not a relationship, period, okay? What is your point in the relationship if she depended on somebody else? You know what I'm saying? And that's basically what was going on with Marie, Essie, and Cedric. Truth be told, listen, I wouldn't, let me stop. I'm not even going to do that. I already said they suspicious, and they, girl, let me leave these people alone. Moving on from there, we get on to Letitia and Glenn. they kind of glossed over the fact that they say that there was a baby or whatever, or they don't know if it's his or not, something like that. I think I seen that on the preview. I don't know. I kind of missed it. I don't feel like rewinding it, so don't even judge me. But, you know, they talked about that. They talked about the Fair Street Project and how even though it didn't go the way that she expected, she has been getting offers and, you know, people offering to help from all around the world and stuff like that. And I said, that's amazing. Okay? So when you get on TV and you use the platform that you are given for good, that is amazing. Okay? That is what should happen. You know, good things will come back to you. And that I will forever say that Fair Street Project and her intentions, I really like that. I really like that. And I really wanted it to actually succeed. Moving on from that, they talked about the love contract and, you know, he was just not used to her being, you know, in business the way that she was in business. When he comes home, he used to his yams and all this stuff, but now is, you know, she's doing all this other dealings and stuff like that. Truth be told, ain't nothing going on between Letitia and him. Okay, they got the little she got a new ring and she gonna forever be there with him. Bitch, when she was like, this my man, and it's like, if anything happened to us, it would kill me if I even lose the friendship, the marriage, if I lose the friendship. Bitch, they was like, that is cute, that is beautiful. Here goes Cedric. That shit was beautiful. I said, bitch, ain't no cussing on this show. They had to flake it out. Cedric was the comedic relief so far. Like, that man is hilarious to me. So then we get into Latrice and Cliff, okay, and their whole relationship and, you know, how she felt about him not being supportive of her with Goddess Length. And, you know, it was cute when they was talking about, you know, oh, I'm the Beyonce, we the Beyonce and the Jay-Z Jackson. And they was like, bitch, maybe Cookie and Lucius, okay, that's what you are. You know, and then when she said what she said, then it was like, why do you compare yourself to Beyonce and stuff like that? Because Beyonce is a businesswoman and she about her shit. And so I was like, okay, well, I can see that, you know, so I'm gonna let you slide right there, okay? But other than that, but you know, she on her shit, so hey, you do what you gotta do. You know, they talked about the fact that, bitch, you know, Cliff didn't invest in her stuff or whatever, didn't put the money down to invest. You know, she is working. They do have a lot of work that they're doing. And they don't want kids. Well, at least she wants a daughter or somebody. You know what I'm saying? Eventually. He does have 4 sons, 28, 24, 22, 21, and a 16-year-old daughter that lives with them, the 16-year-old daughter. You know, because he was married previously. Remember that he is 20 years her senior, okay? And I still feel that it's a little side-eye-ish, groom-ish, or whatever, that she with him and they've been together for 10 years. I don't give a fuck if y'all say she was like 19 years old, 20 years old. Bitch, it just feels a little awkwardly weird or whatever. Like she already admitted up in the goddamn season, she got daddy issues. So there it is. And then on the show, she said, on this reunion part, she said that, like, see, bitch, I like them older, too. I like them older, too. You know, I'll make exceptions for, you know, my age or maybe a couple of years or so younger than me or whatever. It's about the maturity level, so I understand that part. But, bitch, 20 plus years, 10 plus years, 5, girl, I can go a little bit, maybe 6 years. 7 pushing it. 10, I don't know. 20, hell no, okay? I just couldn't do it. Like, I just can't see. I'm sorry, I just couldn't do it, okay? Like, I like them older too, but I just couldn't do it, okay? That's a little bit too older for me, you know what I'm saying? And it's just a mind thing or whatever. You know, I'm thinking about, man, I'm gonna have lesser years with you because you know, you've already lived certain life and I'm still trying to get to that point and you probably gonna go before me and, you know, I'm gonna be heartbroken and stuff. I think about shit like that, you know what I'm saying? I really do. I think about shit like that. You know, so okay, you know, and she said he met her at a bar or whatever, and she likes, always like older guys because, you know, young guys are not, she too older or too mature, I should say, for guys her age. I mean, I understand that because some of y'all niggas is immature as fuck, okay? Some of y'all is immature as fuck. Some of us women are immature as fuck too, but, you know, I would say more niggas are than women, but, yeah. That's basically what was going on with Latrice and her. They good, they cool, they it is what it is with them. They alright, they alright. And then the men's leave the stage so the rest of the Bells can come on, because I had just realized that Tambra and Antoinette wasn't on the stage no more. I was like, oh, cause they ain't got no partners, so of course that makes sense. But you know, they finna bring him back. I was like, all right, bring him back. Let's get this show on the road. So they bring the Tambra and Antoinette back on stage, okay? And then they get into some of the shady, funny moments of the show. That was funny but shady. You know, one of the first clips that they showed was Letitia and Antoinette, and she pulling her wig down or whatever. That was a funny moment. I give you that, okay? And then they go through some other ones or whatever. Next thing you know, I guess they showed the clip or whatever about Marie and Antoinette and Letitia, whatever, and then Marie had called Antoinette a pup and she can't think on her own and all this stuff, whatever. And, you know, Antoinette said, you refer to me as Dr. Antoinette, okay? Bitch, you ain't gonna tell me how I refer to you as nothing, okay? If I said what I said, I said what I said. You ain't gonna tell me how I said. No, girl. If she wants you to refer to her as doctor because she got her MD license, well, her dental license, and she's still a doctor, bitch, that's what you gonna do, okay? It's called fucking respect. We up here talking about respect, but you trying to belittle a person, okay? You trying to belittle a person, and like she said, if I couldn't think on my own, I wouldn't be having the dental practice that I have. I wouldn't have the degree that I have. I wouldn't have the business that I have. I said, Antoinette, you better go down the line, okay? You better go down the line, all right? But see, that's not where shit got fucked up at for me, okay? You know, Egypt had asked, so was it a little dig or a little shade or whatever, the fact that you didn't invite Marie to your little housewarming party? She was like, I mean, why, with all the stuff that's been going on throughout the season, why, and every interaction that we had with each other, why would I bring that energy into my home? True. I said, Egypt, why would you ask that dumb question, okay? Bitch, let me tell you something. Carlos, get a better host, okay? And I like Egypt Sherrod, but I think she hosted one of the Love and Marriage Huntsville season finale for the first season reunion show, whatever. I don't think I really liked her then, and it's not that I don't like her. I don't like the way she hosts, okay? Because I don't know, something about it is a lot off. I just wanted her to go to a little bit deeper, or whatever, a little harder, whatever, have a little bit more control. It just wasn't connecting with me. But you know, it's giving me the same feel right about now. Why would you ask somebody, why didn't you let her come to your? Is that the reason why you didn't let her come to her housewarming? Bitch, if a bitch been talking shit about you all this time and you ain't never done nothing to them, would you let them step foot up in your house? Would you even let them know your address, bitch? No, you wouldn't even let them know your email, okay? So, like, come on, let's stop being dumb, okay? And so at this point, I'm sitting here like, that's cool, that's right, you know? Don't let that bitch up in, don't let them evil spirits up in their house, in your house or whatever. Sage them bitches, okay? Letitia said, you know, it's understandable why she didn't let me in or whatever. Because Antoinette was like, because, you know, she didn't know where she stood with Letitia, because they got this stuff going back and forth with each other, whether they're good, whether they're not. She kind of called it out and said, I understand that, boo, boo, boo. And then she kind of called Latrice out, basically trying to say, you're playing the fence. Okay, you're one way when your husband here, you know, we was just getting along, and now he's out, you talking about something, you team you. I said, what's wrong with her saying she team you? Sometimes people don't want to have to pick a side all the goddamn side all the time. We want to stay to ourselves. You handle that shit. If you got an issue, you got an issue. It ain't mine. You know what I'm saying? Bitch. She said she got a problem with Antoinette, just like Antoinette was up there flirting with my husband the same way she was trying to flirt with your husband too, Latrice. I said, bitch, what? Me and Antoinette said, hold up, excuse me, no shade, no shade. And I'm going to be quite honest, and then looks can be deceiving, but Antoinette does not look like the type, like she would go after a Glenn type, okay? Not saying that Glenn is ugly, not saying that he's not, you know, wanted or whatever. It just doesn't look like that's her type, her preference or whatever. Even when she was with David or whatever, I don't even feel like that was her type. You know what I'm saying? I truly feel like Antoinette would end up with another white person, another white man. I truly do feel that. But I was just like, what the fuck? Now, girl, explain yourself. Let me know. So Letitia goes on to explain what happened, talking about something. Basically, they was at Mint, the Sip and See or whatever, and Glenn was back. She was looking for Glenn or whatever, and she sees that he was, Antoinette kind of holds his hand or whatever, giving him some Hennessy, and then, you know, was talking it up with him or whatever, and then gonna give me some Hennessy, trying to tell me go home, make a baby with him, and all that stuff, and blah blah blah, And I'm sitting here like with Antoinette's, I mean not Antoinette, but Letitia's explanation of what she thinks happened between Glenn and Antoinette, because she was like, I'm looking like, what's that? What happened right there, Glenn? And he was like, I don't know. And it was like the same thing that she did with Latrice's husband. And Latrice was trying to clear that shit up. Now, Latrice said basically did nothing happen between Cliff and Antoinette. It looked like it, but it really wasn't nothing. They cleared that up and all that stuff. And Cliff has a way of saying things that really aren't, and making the situation look like it really ain't that. And they cleared that up right away, so it wasn't nothing. And of course, Letitia is getting pissed off because she like, you one way when she's around, but then you're another way talking on the phone with me when I'm around and all this stuff and boo boo boo. And I'm sitting here like, Letitia, you looking really insecure right now, okay? To bring that up and to throw that out there the way that she threw that out there, trying to make it seem like Antoinette is really going after your man, okay? Like she would really be that bold to do some shit like that throughout this whole season. She ain't done nothing scandalous yet, and that's gonna be the thing that she gonna end her season on. It don't make sense, okay? To me, I can be foolish. I can be naive to the fact that maybe it probably was something, but I just don't see it. And what I see coming from Letitia bringing this up at the time that she's bringing it up, and the way that she's bringing it up and how she's acting and all this stuff, like Antoinette said, I don't drink Hennessy. I had to stay back and clean up. My dude that I was there with was there. So why would I be flirting with your man and we trying to clean up, and Glenn had offered to clean up and I had bottles of Hennessy. So therefore I know that he drinks Hennessy. So I gave them Hennessy, y'all the Hennessy. And if I said anything about make a baby, I said that to y'all because I know that you wanted to make another baby. And then, they was like, oh, okay, let's just put it into it. Let's just put it into it. Letitia, you sound a little insecure. You sound so insecure, and you sound like you was projecting. And you want to know what it gave me the feel for? Remember when she tried to do that little surprise for him when he came home, and the girl Aries or whatever was singing, and then he was like, I'll see her out or whatever, and then Letitia got up real quick and was like, no, I'll see her out. It was that insecure thing right then and there. I didn't think much of it then, but the way that she came at Antoinette just now at this reunion about her man and them flirting or whatever, it gives me that. It gives me that tea. How do you not know that? How do you instantly want to accuse Antoinette of the one being the flirt? How do you not know that your man wasn't the one that probably was flirting? Or it could have been both. But you just want to blame her and put her on blast? When I don't even feel like that even was the case. I think that was you projecting. I think that was your insecurities from the times that he flirted and cheated on you and almost had a baby on you, and possibly do got a baby on you. Who knows, okay? You said that you entertained other men. You didn't sleep with them, but you entertained conversation. So, I feel like you're projecting. You know what I'm saying? But basically, at the end of the episode, they tried to wind the shit down. And say what everybody has in store for their future and all that stuff, and how they close shit up, and that was basically the end of it. Everybody is doing bigger and better things, and it is what it is. I did not think that I was going to enjoy this new show. I was taking a chance on it. I really was, and I thoroughly enjoyed it, and I really do hope they come back for a season 2. I really do. Bigger and better. And if they do, Ashley will be here reviewing it too, okay? Y'all tell me how y'all felt about it, and I will see you guys tomorrow for loving the crazy folks of Alabama, okay? Huntsville, them people, all right? A mess. Did y'all look at Funky Dineva's interview with Melody, and y'all saw how pressed Martell was, calling his phone, doing it, bitch, and didn't even block the number this time? Yeah, I can't wait till tomorrow. Anyway, y'all tell me how y'all feel, and I'll see y'all later. Peace.